Hello everyone and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another Game of Thrones, a card game, 2nd edition video for you. We are now in round 2 at the 401 Games Store Championship 2017 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. On the left, we have Alfredo returning, and we also have Alex on the right returning. They were in each in a round 1 video. And now you can see their decks battle off here. And Alfredo is running Stark, a Lord of the Crossing, rushed to a speedy win in the last round, or last video actually. And we have Alex playing Lannister, the Rains of Castamere, looking to win intrigue challenges by 5 and trigger his plot effect, or trigger his agenda, sorry, to grab a scheme plot from his little scheme plot side deck and trigger the win revealed on it. So for setups, we got Catelyn. She's got a bodyguard, Bran's beside her, and there's a King's Road down below for the Stark side. Lannister side's got a Lannisport Merchant, a Burnman, Queen's Assassin, and a King's Road fan alt art there at the bottom. So we have summons opened up on the Lannister side. He's searching the top 10 cards for a character. We got Time of Plenty opened up on the Stark side to draw 3 cards for each player.
Yes. Any tough choices?
Kind of. I think we're going to end up on that.
And I don't know if you guys remember the first video of this series, but yeah, there he is again, Sir Gregor Clegane, the Mountain, grabbed for summons. He will go to hand. Will he see play yet? I think he can. Got 4 gold off the plot plus King's Road.
Oh, no one else?
No Mal, no Stannis, no Robert.
No.
We will see though. Is he going to wreak havoc in this game? Pillaging and plundering, killing characters left and right. We will see. Love some of the comments on that first video about the Mountain and welcoming that new player Chris to the game. You guys are pretty funny. That was good stuff. Keep it up. Keep it up. Leave some funny comments below. I love that stuff.
Let's see here.
And also make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that little alarm icon beside the subscribe button if you're already subscribed to be notified when we go live or when I post a new video.
Best part is that threats that ambush are in play.
Yeah, like I said, it wasn't a great setup, but probably still better than Lonely Hound.
Yes, that's for sure. Oh, my one.
Okay, so it looks like Alex, the Lannister player, is going first. Plays a Western Fiefdom, pops his King's Road, kneels his Lannisport Merchant.
Even if you have a certain lack of gold. Oh, I never actually collected my gold, by the way.
And yeah, we just noticed that Alex there caught himself. He forgot to collect his gold.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And he's paid 7 now for surprise. Sir Gregor Clegane, the Mountain.
I really don't care which one you take.
Another 2 for...
And we got a Red Cloaks using the last of his gold over to the Stark player for marshalling.
Go ahead.
Let's see what Alfredo can get out here on the board.
It's online that you have.
Let's see.
Edit tournament.
So no gold left on the Lannister side right now. No Tyrion in place. No way to get some gold to put some icing on the cake. Adding a put to the sword to the challenges of the Mountain, winning by 5 or more on military. But we do know from last game that Alex does have put to the torch in his deck, so he's looking to blow up locations. I'm not sure Alfredo really has the deck that he has to worry about that, but it might hit some economy, I guess. So Arya Stark's put into play, triggering her ability, giving her a duplicate to get her a military icon. And there's a Rose Road for the limited. We have Winterfell Steward, who is now knelt. And that gets Jory Cassell in play. We got the dupe on Arya, I believe a bodyguard there on Catelyn, and Jory Cassell in play. So, I'm not sure if the Stark Lord of the Crossing deck's running Valor. I highly doubt it, but he is ready for it. Saw in last game lots of dupes on saves for his characters. So Milk of the Poppy on the Mountain. So he is dealt with for now. We may see a confiscation played next turn on the Lannister side to get rid of that attachment, but for now, the mountain's not as dangerous.
Start things off with the military for 10.
But he's still going to come in military for 10 to start. No defenders. Kills a Winterfell. No, maybe he's not killing a Winterfell Steward. Looks like he was reaching for the bodyguard on Catelyn there. I don't know. Yeah, Winterfell Steward.
Well, the treachery is not a thing to be worried about, or?
No, it's
Already?
So we got Queen's Assassin, 2 strength intrigue. Well, the intrigue icon he has on the board is Catelyn Stark, so if he blocks with her, he's reduced his chance of doing his Lord of the Crossing 3 challenges. Try to start his rapid power gain. He doesn't have any renowned characters out on the board yet, so
5, 6, 7, 8.
might have them hiding in hand and needs to protect his hand for next round where he can play them out.
Over to you.
This looks like a full block there with Catelyn, protects his hand. So we got Jorah Cassell, power, 2 strength, -1 from Lord of the Crossing. No defenders. Just grabs 2 power to that, 1 for the unopposed, 1 for claim. And we got a military with Arya, stealthing the Burnmen. The red cloaks will go down. And block, but tie goes to the attacker. Kills the Queen's Assassin.
That guy.
That's it.
Tie for Dominus?
Yep.
And Dominus looks like it's a tie with Bran in the gold against the Burnmen.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 7, so I have to get rid of 1.
So both these guys are what I would consider 2 of the better players up in the Toronto area for sure. Like I mentioned last video, Alex has been around since the collectible card game days for the game, but I met him when I used to go to Toronto when I first started playing First Edition, late 2012, early 2013, I believe. And yeah, I've been playing against him ever since. All right, we got Winter Festival flipped on the Stark side, and Confiscation flipped on the Lannister side.
That was the plan. What I wanted to assume was this.
Like I thought, that Milk the Poppy's going away, but we're going to see another one played right back out. That's known to happen. Got to deal with that threat. So 2 power placed on the Winter Festival just to remind Alfredo to grab that at the end of the challenge phase. He does not have that power yet. Looks like he played a Stark reducing location there, a Heart Tree Grove.
You've stepped into the game. You don't have to think about your limiteds this time.
Nope.
It's like, bam, that's the one.
That's the one. I got it. Mainly because it's the only one in my hand.
Power.
So Alfredo's having trouble here deciding what to marshal, whether he should use his Stark location there. Which he is. Who could it be? It is the Blackfish. So get some renown on the table here. So over to the Lannisters, 4 marshalling, 4 gold collected. He's got a Western Fiefdoms and a Lanceport Merchant to help him out on economy. And a King's Road on top of that now, as is limited for the round. Not a lot in the intrigue department yet on the Lannister side for running a Rains deck. We need to see some of that in play here if he's going to start triggering that agenda. I mean, the Red Cloaks, you can pay to buff them up. They're a great card, I believe, for this agenda. But you got to save the gold to do that, and without Tyrion out, that makes it a little hard. I know he's playing Cersei Lannister from the Lines of the Rock box, the 7-coster. We know he's got Tywin, we know he's got Tyrion, but none of them out yet. And there is Tyrion, though. He has hit the board. So that's going to start helping him earn some gold, do some of his tricks in hand. Maybe buff that red cloaks.
Over here. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven.
So no gold saved on the Lannister side. Looks like 1 gold saved on the Stark side. And over to Starks for challenges. Alfredo assessing the board. So 3 strength intrigue to start. It's Catelyn Stark, -1 strength from Lord of the Crossing. No shenanigans. Well,
See, I'm learning.
well, she's in the challenge. So no Tyrion trigger, which I was just joking about there. Tried to go for it, but can't do it.
She's just going to kill my flowers.
Catelyn Stark is great for shutting down Rains of Casimir. When she comes in on the defense, can lose it by 5 or more, and they can't trigger it. Can't trigger any of your abilities while she's in the challenge. Alfredo decided to use her on the offense since Tyrion's out there with stealth, and he most likely would just stealth through her. So we got a Hound grab for intrigue claim. And it was unopposed, so we got an unopposed bonus for that. Star player's at 3 power now, 0 on the Lannister side.
This guy's killing me.
Yeah.
One of the many reasons why having you go first was better.
Well,
Oh, this guy has no power. Well, still gotta do it.
Yeah.
So power challenge of 1 strength with Bran. Unopposed, but no claim because there is none to grab. And are we going to see a military challenge coming in here, +2 strength on each character from the agenda? And it looks like we will.
Military stealthing. The big boy.
So Arya's going to stealth the mountain. And she's 4 strength, so you can't win it with anyone else. So he's going to block with the Burnmen to prevent unopposed.
Oh. I missed my round. I don't need. I'm a dog. Alright. I guess we're good.
yeah.
Are we not all donkeys at the best of times?
I know, right? I'm like, wait, no more reactions? Oh, no, wait, there's Russ standing right there.
So it looks like Alfredo missed a reaction window there to draw off of the Blackfish on the military challenge. He's not going to try to take it, though. He's just mad at himself for missing it.
Intrigue.
Stealth react.
Okay.
So we got Tyrion coming in here with the red cloak, stealthing Catelyn Stark, getting 2 gold. Should be no defenders. You're going to see the Rains trigger most likely. Yep, no defenders.
Okay. I think I'm probably going to trigger this. How many cards in your hand?
1, 2, 3.
Do that.
Are we going to see a wildfire hit? Yep, we're seeing it knelt. Wildfire played. So they have to win. They have to react to the win revealed now, and slim their boards down to 3 characters. So Arya's gonna die. That's interesting.
For 2. I was blocked for 3.
And characters cannot be saved. And Bran is dead. So it leaves Jory, Catelyn, and the Blackfish. And a tears reaction. Fan-made alt art. Thanks, Alex, for holding that up to the camera there. On the Blackfish. It's a little poison in his drink. And this is not looking so good. We haven't even had the mountain come in on his challenge yet. Oh, this could be very gross here. Oh, Nightmares played by Alfredo to blank the text box of the mountain. So,
So let's see here.
oh, wow.
If I leave it as is, you can use.
But remember, he hasn't done the military,
Save,
so
and those 2 left.
he could throw, and they're discussing it right now,
You can kill someone.
could throw the mountain in there,
Either kill
and
the
Cassell
Blackfish, or you kill someone.
could sacrifice to save.
Bodyguard and still save.
But I think he could do the same for Blackfish from Tears of Lys.
I'll do a military for 10.
And he might be forced to just kill the Blackfish off the claim. So military for 10. So Jory's going to block with 3.
No reactions at all.
No reactions. Claim's going to be the bodyguard.
Claim. No keywords because he's blank. End of the phase, poison token. That makes sense.
And there goes Jory saving the poison token business on.
What?
No.
There's a win before he gets a power.
Oh, really? I never noticed that part of his deck. Cool.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. That when Cassell does save, the character gets a power.
You get donuts.
Yep.
That's a good way to speed up the Blackfish, getting his power on him for his ability to turn on where he doesn't kneel to attack. All right, so yeah, the board's looking completely different here after this round. Start player, his board crumbled there. It almost got really bad if he didn't have Jordy out there at the bodyguard. Could have gotten real gross. He grabbed his 2 power for Winter Festival, putting him at 9 power on the Stark side.
Your call.
And I think still 0 on the Lannister side.
2.
So we got Calling the Banners played on the Stark side, getting 3 gold from the opponent's characters. And we got Noble Cause playing on the Lannister side. And it looks like Lannister player is going first here. So he's got Cersei's, he got Tywin. Who's coming down here? Still got that King's Road he can pop there.
Neil. Neil and use. And 1. With Noble Cause.
And it's a fan-made alt art Tywin Lannister.
Oh, we're doing military.
4 left.
Yeah, there's no way to do that.
The corset Tywin. Why would it not be corset Tywin? Just kidding. There's pillage decks out there, right? I've heard they're a thing. I want to try them out, but
1.
this Tywin's still in 99.9% of Lannister decks, I'm sure.
Okay.
And a bodyguard on Tywin.
1 for a Milk of the Poppy on Cat.
Looks like an alt art Milk of the Poppy. Catelyn Stark can no longer stop shenanigans. The Lannister player actually had power here. I would be really worried. The fact he's sitting at 0 power against 9, there's still a chance this crossing deck could race past the finish line before he gets the power going.
Go ahead.
I just got 2 renowns on the board and a stealth, so he could gain power pretty quickly.
What I've seen people doing is putting 2 power on there. That way that you can't forget.
So we got the Stark player marshalling, putting a Heart Tree Grove into play. Steady flow of limiteds on the Stark side for sure. I guess on the Lannister side too. He's got another King's Road now just sitting there, seeing all 3 I believe, and he's not using them on their first turn. He just puts them out there for later, I guess. Lannister player sitting on 1 gold, but he does have Tyrion, so can trigger him in the challenge phase, get some extra gold if he needs for shenanigans.
3.
So we got Summer marshaled in. Yes. She's going to trigger, no treachery. Bringing Bran back around. Bran would have been nice to have out there when that Tears was played, I'm sure, but
Or resources.
doing that Wildfire first was definitely a smart play on Alex's part. Who does he want to bring back to hand? He can get Arya back, Bran back, an amazing Winterfell Steward. No, not amazing. Which one of those 2 is he going to grab? I'm sure Bran's a safer play, but Arya's the speed up the gameplay. She's going to have the stealth he needs, push through his challenges, get through those big bodies across the board. That stealth can also slow down the Lannister player when he's trying to stealth with Tyrion, but it's likely Tyrion will be used on intrigue challenges, so Arya can't really do much for that. And it is going to be Arya Stark grabbed. And she comes into play. No treachery on the ability. Grabs a dupe, now has a military icon. And gets another dupe.
That's a safe Arya.
That is a safe Arya.
Spent a gold. What's he got here? Bodyguard looks like. Yep, bodyguard on the Blackfish. Another gold spent. Milk. Yeah, Milk of the Poppy on the mountain. You want to put it on the Tywin, cut off the economy, but there's no shortage in economy across the board. He's got the bombs already on the board. He's got to put the big mountain bomb under control there. As we've seen, his ability can pop off and really swing a game. And snowball, but don't have to worry about that right now.
Military for 10.
So 10 strength military to start with the mountain.
I'm gonna win this.
One gold. Single solitary gold.
Unless you want to defend.
No power?
Viper.
Oh, this is supposed to be standard. Sorry. I don't know why I always forget the house card. Yo.
He could, I would want to let it go unopposed just to get some power on the Lannister house card. That would have sped up Alfredo's game already. He would have had at least a couple more power, I think, from winning power challenge if there was some to grab. He would have been, I think, 4 power away from winning right now, but you got to fuel your opponent's power a little bit. Start stealing it, speed up your game, which he is going to do. Unopposed, sounds like. Just get a dupe off Arya, I'm sure. Yep.
Lack of keywords.
No mountain trigger, no mountain's renown. Gets the unopposed power, though. I'm sure Alfredo is licking his lips right now, wanting to steal that power back.
One card in hand.
One card in hand.
One single solitary card in hand.
So in Alex's scheme deck there, he's looking through it right now, deciding whether or not he wants to win the intrigue by 5. I believe he has the plot that kneels. He's the plot that gets the stand token. We've already seen Wildfire. Wardens of the West, I think he's hiding in there too. So he can destroy the opponent's hand. He's Tyrion out, fueling him with gold. His opponent only has 1 card in hand right now, so that's probably not what he's thinking of doing.
Intrigue, stealth,
So
reaction.
we do have an intrigue challenge with Tyrion in the red cloak, stealthing Catelyn Stark again, and getting 2 gold. No defenders. Rains trigger. He's going to move the gold out of the way, drop his plot down.
Power behind the throne.
And it is going to be the stand plot. Power behind the throne, I believe.
Any other reactions? No. Unopposed. Claim.
Takes unopposed, empties the Stark player's hand, which is a copy of Eddard Stark, Fast Eddie. But no way he could have protected his hand, no one to defend with, so had to happen. But I think that's what he's having trouble choosing, whether you want to drop Fast Eddie out or play all the cheaper stuff like he did. Which I think he made the right call. But now you know why he was trying to figure out what to play with all that gold. So Alex still deciding whether he wants to do a 3rd challenge here. Does have the stand token, so he could use Tywin twice on the defense, and I think he's going to do that. So over to the Stark player for challenges. He's going to try to gain some renown on Tywin on the defense and slow down the Stark player. Doesn't want to let too many unopposed challenges through, I'm sure. 6 more power needed by the Stark player. Now you're staring at a standing Tywin. That has, I think, 3 gold adding to his strength. So I believe he's a 9 strength right now. So we're going to go Intrigue of 3. Gets 2 more gold off Tyrion. Milk the Poppy stopping Catelyn. So her ability, so he does get the gold this time. And Tywin just went up to, I think, 11 strength. No defenders. So unopposed power gained. Stark players at 10. Grabs the red cloaks from hand on the intrigue claim. Military challenge with Summer. 3 strength. And we know Arya's out there, and she's going to come in on that power challenge, I'm sure, to stealth. And we're going to have the Blackfish in on that challenge, I'm sure. So Tywin can block right now. And stand and just use a stand token, I guess, to win dominance. Or I guess just have the gold for dominance. So he does block. Tywin gets her now. And now we got the power stealthing Tywin. Tyrion's going to stand, though. And he'll block the unopposed. So we got Lord of the Crossing, claim renown.
Before challenges phase ends, I'm going to spend a gold on the Red Cloaks.
So Red Cloaks gets a gold off his trigger in challenges. And dominance does go to the Lannister player. Who I think sitting at 4 power. I'm going to guess. Kind of see it on his house card up there, but I'm not. I think that second pile is further away. Is a couple power stacked up there. It's weird he didn't use other gold in the other phases to pump the Red Cloaks up. Just did the one. I think it's just limited once per phase, so could have done it again in the dominance and then in the standing. I have 3 gold on him now. So Stark player is 2 power away from shutting this down. And both players flipping, counting coppers. Cards everywhere. I think the Lannister player wins initiative, having that King's Road out in play. So he's got to decide who he wants to go first here.
Let's have you go first.
Sure. Trigger mine first.
So I think the Stark player is actually going first. And they're doing their counting coppers and draw phase. Each getting 5 cards. And over the Starks for marshalling. Only 3 gold. He does have 2 of his reducing locations there. Another bodyguard on Catelyn. And he's going to sit on 2. So no characters marshaled. Lannister player gets a Western fiefdoms out there. Or fiefdom, sorry. Fiefdoms.
Because I was going to.
Take anybody's icon? Yeah, I should just take one of hers.
He does have enough, I believe, to play
Well, no, she would have done one.
Cersei. 7-cost Cersei if you've seen her. And that can help speed up his power gain for sure.
No.
Should have waited one more turn.
One, 2.
So we got the King's Road pop, the fiefdoms now,
6, 7.
and it is 7 gold, or 7 spent here.
Joffrey.
And it's Joffrey.
Kill.
And he comes into play and kills the Blackfish. Treachery on the bodyguard. So house card is knelt. I think the character has to kneel too. I think Joffrey's supposed to be kneeling.
Does he have to kneel?
Yeah, Alfredo catches it.
He does.
You heard me there, obviously. I don't know how he did it, but he heard me.
1. Milk on Arya.
Got another Milk of the Poppy. Arya Stark this time. She no longer has a military icon. And no stealth. And yeah, the Stark player is now 4 power away from winning. It's not looking good for him. But he does have a lot more power. If he can sneak it through, he'll be alright. But this Lannister deck's whittling his board down, just killing his characters left, right, and center.
It's a lot better than my version. Like, yeah, for yours.
So military strength of 2. The Lord of the Crossing, taking away 1. We got a full block with the mountain. We're going to see him try to do his second 2 challenges. Try to get some more of the crossing power. I mean, I think both can be fully defended. Maybe not. Intrigue of 4 with Catelyn. I guess Tyrion and the Red Cloaks can put that to a stop, and then Tywin can block the power if you just want to play defensively.
Power for 2.
And it's a power with Arya. 2 strength, no stealth. Could have Tyrion fully block this. And then Tywin block the intrigue. Yeah, because Tywin would get some extra strength from the gold that would be generated from Tyrion. And it is blocked fully with Tyrion. Now looks like we're going to have an intrigue of 6 strength coming through. Tyrion triggers. Tywin's an 8. Red Cloaks are 3. And Tywin's going to come in and fully block it and get a renown. So nothing gained there for the Stark player other than kneeling basically the entire board for the Lannister player. Which is not a bad thing. We could see an unopposed intrigue, maybe a military if he's got a burn men in hand, jump in.
Alright. Intrigue of 3 reacts.
So Tyrion's gold triggers. Intrigue of 3 with the Red Cloaks. He can throw another gold on the Red Cloaks if he wants. So unopposed. Grabs another copy of Eddard Stark. Oh man, poor Eddie. 2 of them discarded so far. And yep, there's a Birdman, which I thought played in with the 2 gold he just got from Tyrion. Do an unopposed military. Get some more power there. And kill Summer or a bodyguard off of Catelyn maybe. Or a dupe off Arya. Since she has a milk on her anyway. Dupe's not going to help, but can he get that off? He does have Arya's gift. Which we saw him play in the last video to move Craven around, which was beautiful off of Fast Eddie. So he may have that in hand or may want to use it later, but it doesn't look like it actually.
I think we're tied on dominance.
Yes.
Okay.
So dominance, they say they tie. And the Lannister player, I think, is at 7 power.
Close call.
And we got confiscation and close call. None of that gold going to that Red Cloaks. That poor little guy, he's not earning his dollars.
This doesn't really matter that much, so I guess for that guy, I'll drop 8 cards. You don't have an interest.
Yeah, Birdman move for close call. Doesn't really care about moving him, but he's trying to draw a card.
Hit your one first.
And confiscation gets rid of the milk off Arya. Get her stealth back.
Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dupe up the mountain.
So the mountain gets a duplicate. Lannister player looks like he's going first this round.
Rose Road.
And there's a altar at Rose Road. Let's see a Widow's Well in hand of the Lannister player. He's got lots of gold, not sure what to do with it though. Stark player's 4 power away still. Does he have tricks in hand? He wants to save the gold for it. Does he want to keep Tywin at a high strength?
Over to you, I
And
guess.
that's going to be it, actually. Wow. No loyal character to drop in and use Joffrey's ability to kill. So the Starks are marshalling, kneeling his locations, getting Robb Stark into play with a duplicate. There's 1 gold to spend if he'd like. And he's not going to spend it. So now Robb's out there, so he's going to be able to, if he kills a character, he can stand his whole board. Which is great in Lord of the Crossing, I'm sure, especially when you're going second. And he is more renowned, which is crossing that loves and wants to see more of to help close out this game.
And actually, your marksman phase, if that's okay.
Actually,
I just want to give this guy more strength since I got so much extra gold.
He's doing a marshalling action there, getting gold on the red cloaks. They probably want to do it again in challenges if needed.
And cards in hand again. 3.
Now that red cloaks is 4 strength on an intrigue challenge. So he's definitely maybe thinking of just using him on the challenge, putting another gold on him if it goes unopposed, and winning by 5 to trigger his agenda.
I had robbed my hand for 4 rounds, but couldn't get it out to each other.
Alright. Intrigue for 4.
Yeah, here we come. Red cloaks, 4 strength, should trigger Tyrion. No defenders.
In the challenge, I'll do this again to make it 5.
And there comes that extra gold there to get the red cloaks to 5. So now he wins by 5 strength, triggers his agenda.
Hold on for now, because it's a tight one. I will reveal Varys' Riddle, get rid of your bodyguard.
So Varys' Riddle to trigger confiscation. Get rid of the bodyguard on Catelyn Stark.
Unopposed.
He grabs unopposed power, claims a copy of Osha.
Nice. Keyword.
Plus, it would have let me in a couple of turns where I held back a little bit, so you need to keep characters on mill.
Yeah, he bet that the challenge would go unopposed since Catelyn Stark's his only intrigue icon out there. So if he wants to pop off Lord of the Crossing, he's going to need to keep that intrigue icon standing for his challenges phase. So it was a safe bet.
Military for 10.
And a 10 strength military. Are we maybe trying to see the duplicates taking off Robb Stark here so a Tears of List play can happen?
Yep.
Well, I guess it can now. The intrigue challenge is over, but
Okay. No reaction.
maybe future rounds. And Summer is going to be killed. Robb Stark triggering, standing himself. Was opposed, so no power gain there on the Lannister side. He does have a power challenge left. Only 3 characters stand across the board. Could throw a little power challenge in with Joffrey, maybe. Or maybe he needs to save his characters back for defense. He's got stealth from Arya, renowned from Robb Stark, Lord of the Crossing. Only 4 power away from winning. He could close it out very quickly if you're not careful enough. And yeah, here's a power with Joffrey. That's what I would have done too. Just throw it in there, see if you can steal a power away, put him 5 away instead of 4. May go unopposed and you'll just gain more power out of it. If he kneels someone down, he's not getting his crossing challenge off. Yeah, Robb Stark will be used to defend. He's going to get a power out of it anyway. Or not. 1 gold spent for a Widow's Wail. So Lannister player wins it, claims 1. That was juicy. And the Widow's Wail giving Joffrey a military icon now, I believe. You don't see Widow's Wail played too often on Joffrey, but now that there's a killing Joffrey out there, people are putting him in the decks, including myself.
Dominance to me.
Yeah, and Dom goes the Lannister player. So Stark player gained a power there, but still 4 away. So Lannister player Alex here doing a good job of kind of slowing down Alfredo, the Stark player, in his tracks here. Just kind of like stuck in a rut here, just trying to get that last few power and just watching Lannister player catch up in power. Lannister players, I think, probably around 9 or 10 power right now. Hard to tell.
Valar.
And Valar Morghulis into Fallen from Favor.
Obviously, because I want my thing to trigger first, I'm gonna have to first.
Yeah, it's a juicy Valar Morghulis we're getting shown there, just in case we didn't know.
Sacrifice her?
Okay, I will sacrifice.
So
No, you don't have to.
Alfredo choosing to go first so that he can trigger his Fallen from Favor sacrifice, so he wasn't stuck sacrificing his Robb Stark, who was saved and left in play.
Dead guy, back to hands. Dead guy, save and save.
So Bodyguard and the Duke will leave Mountain and Tywin in play against Robb Stark.
First, this is gone. Draw 2. What you got?
Stark player has to go first here. He chose himself to go first. Let's see what he can marshal out here. Did he finally get his 3rd copy of Fast Eddie and he's not going to lose him to another Intrigue Challenge? Oh, he's got another copy of Catelyn, who's just sacrificed, not killed. So she's back in play without a Milk of the Poppy now. And we got Jon Snow. Can sacrifice a Stark character to stand a Stark character.
2 for the plot, 2 for Tywin.
Pretty sure that's what the wording is. Something like that. Alright, over to the Lannister player. He's got a bunch of gold off Tywin and Rose Road, and Valor still gets a juicy amount of money, plus his Western fiefdoms. But he's got 0 claim.
Fiefdom.
Oh, 3rd fiefdom, wow. No problem with economy over there.
For Chella.
And he plays Chella.
And sit on 4, go ahead.
Saving 4 gold, and that's all he's going to play. Maybe he's got a Hound in hand. No more Tyrion, so he can't just pay for that Hound with generated gold in the challenge phase. He's got to save it if he has the Hound. You know he's got a Widow's Wail in hand. You got to keep that in mind. Obviously he has the money to play it. Stark player sitting on 1 gold, I believe. Stark player going first. Does he barrel in with his Lord of the Crossing? Try to close this out here. So military challenge, Jon Snow, 3 strength, -1 from Lord of the Crossing.
Got a little over 10 minutes left.
And yeah, you just heard Alex. He is our TO for this tournament. He's calling 10 minutes left on his watch there. Somebody was asking. So Mountain's going to fully block. Intrigue, 4 strength, Catelyn Stark. Tywin will fully block, get a renown. Could trigger. Oh, he's triggering Rains here. Oh, can't trigger it. Catelyn's in the challenge. No more Milk of the Poppy.
Right, the milk's gone.
She shut that down.
Not dead and back in play and stuff. Yeah.
No Rains. Get out of
A
here.
little over 10 minutes.
A little over 10, Carter.
Most likely he would have used the Rains to flip the Neil plot to Neil Robb Stark. But that's not happening. And power challenge, 7 strength, should be unopposed. Lord of the Crossing.
Unopposed.
Lord of the Crossing, unopposed. Claim.
And the renown, yeah, I didn't even forgot about the renown. That's it. Close it down. Robb Stark alone.
Dude, you had me on the back foot all game.
Alfredo's stressing. He was sweating and he closed it out. Wow, that was a great game. Good job to both players. And yeah, congrats to Alfredo. That was a great one. think that was the one he was yelling at, that he wanted to have that posted as quick as possible so we could watch it. So shout out to you, Alfredo, if you're watching. And thanks for the little intro on the videos. That was him who put that together for me. Thanks to everyone who's donated at patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table to help support the channel and offset the work I do here. Every little bit's appreciated. Thank you so much. Thanks for just watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, leave some funny comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks a lot.